Do not make the same mistake as me, guys. So I'm doing this video more so if you're just sort of new to gardening. I'm still in my first year. We're into November now. I started in April, and this little story is, she was my second or third ever customer and second or third ever phone call. And you know, when you're new, you want to please everyone. You know, you're like, yeah, I'll do this for you, I'll do that. Oh well, if you're a regular, you know, if you want extra things doing, I'll give you a bit of discount and all that kind of thing. And you just, you know, you just want to please and that. So I've got myself into a bit of a situation with that customer, and it's totally my fault, right? Totally my fault. Now, just to give you kind of a bit of background, she was all right at first. She was always abrupt. She was always quite fairly critical. And she would pick you up on loads of little things that you haven't even done wrong, basically, because I'm realistic and I know if I haven't done something quite, you know, as good as I could have, I would sort it out. I wouldn't leave it, you know, anything like that. And yeah, and the more she's getting to know us as well, the more familiar she kind of is with us, and the more she's kind of trying to, you know, take a lend of us a little bit. So basically, I've become, in her eyes, I think, her odd job man who would do little bits and pieces for not much money. And maybe that's the vibe I kind of give off in the first place, because she knew I was new as well. And because I'm chatty and friendly with people, and I probably don't necessarily draw that line between like giving a service and like someone you know who's just coming around to do a bit of work. Now I've learned this is the only person, sort of the situation I got myself in with this person, because I've learned. And but it's hard to say, like, once you go down a path with someone, it's hard to kind of turn that round. So basically, yeah, so I do a garden. It's an easy garden. It's only 2 little bits of lawn. It takes about 40 minutes. I'm charging 25 quid a fortnight, so the garden itself's absolutely fine. She's just quite a hassle. Now I did a little favour once, and went to the garden centre, bought a load of flowers, potted them all up and stuff, and potted them up as part of the garden maintenance, you know, within the £25. And I charged her a tenner to go to the garden centre, and she, you know, I got the money off her for the flowers. But you know, I don't mind doing favours, and I don't mind obviously going to the garden centres and buying things, which I have done for other people, but I always feel like I have to give a reduced price, so I think that's the point. And the way she kind of talks, and the way she kind of like wants things doing, it's as though like, yeah, I'll keep you busy kind of thing if you do it a little bit cheaper. It's that sort of vibe. And as I say, we're going down this path and I don't like it at all. So the other week I did a driveway clean for her as well. Now it's not a block paving one, so there's no resanding, but it was a big old drive. It took 3 or 4 hours, and I only charged 70 quid, stupidly. And I told her, I said, look, this is cheap. I said, I'd just done a driveway, you know, whatever it was, a couple of days before, for 170 quid. And she said, yeah, but are they regular customers though? You know, and I said, yes, they were regular customers. And I've been soft, and I've learnt my lesson, because I haven't been like that with everyone else. And I guess we've all got to learn these lessons. So I just want to say, like, start as you mean to go on. You're not someone's odd job man, you know, you're giving a service, you know, value yourself, which I do, and I did with her. And I guess at the start, like, you're not quite sure of pricing and things like that and how it's all going to go, so I definitely won't be getting myself in a situation like this again, put it that way. But I need your help a little bit as well, because I think I'm going to let her go. I don't like how it's going. It's getting to the point now where I kind of dread going round to the house, and I think to myself, well, I'm running my own business, making my own decisions. Money's money, yes, I'm sure a few of you will say that. Just suck it up, tell you're not going to do jobs on the cheap, and just tell her. But I can't be bothered with the hassle of it. You know, she'd messages like quite often as well, and I'm just getting a bit sick of it. To be honest, it sounds horrible, but I'm sure we've all got them. You've all got them, the customers. So what have you done? I think, because my girlfriend says, why don't you just let her go? You know, you're getting loads of messages. You'll be getting loads more in the spring. You've got lots of regulars. if you're not happy with someone, just let them go, and I think that's what I'm going to do. But what would you do? How would you word it? Because I don't really want to ignore her. I don't think that's particularly right. She has had a gardener before, and she was a bit vague on sort of how that went. I've got a bit of a Lisa Stansfield curl there. Get rid of that. Yeah, so he may have gone the same way and just got sick of her as well. So how would you word it? Would you be honest with her, or just kind of just say, look, I'm going to have to let you go, make an excuse up? Let us know in the comments. Don't make that mistake. Cheers guys, see you in the next one.